Sup internet, and happy new year! 2012 is finally over. It brought with it a host of awesome stuff, including, but not limited to, Pokemon Black 2 and White 2, Return to Unova 2 years after the last thing happened. It's so good. You can catch more Pokemon, there's a better storyline. It relates back to Black and White, which is great, and you can connect it, and it's all awesome stuff. So that was good. A new Spider-Man movie. They recast Spider-Man as Andrew Garfield, who was in Doctor Who. He is a brilliant Spider-Man. A lot better than Tobey Maguire. Tobey Maguire, although he was good, he couldn't expand on the character any more than just being nerdy. The only good Spider-Man movie really was the first one. The second one was alright, the third one was terrible. And this is better than all three. It's so good. Andrew Garfield is a brilliant Spider-Man. The storyline was amazing. If the ending was a bit weird, but it was brilliant. Best Stan Lee cameo as well. Stan Lee is a librarian. It's brilliant. Absolutely hilarious. The Hunger Games movie. I actually only got into this after seeing the movie, but boy was it a good movie. And the book series is brilliant, except Mockingjay, which annoys me. But this is a brilliant movie. Like, it's one of the few movies I know that actually sticks pretty close to the books. And the bits that aren't in the books that they add in are good, and you can see why they added in, and they add more to the movie, like the behind the games bits with Seneca Crane and the thing, and the Seneca Crane President Snow like chats. They were brilliant. They added more to the movie, and stuff like the Avoxes. It would have taken ages to explain where they came from. So that is a brilliant movie adaptation. On to books now. I'll go from worst to best. Bought out the Kane Chronicles, the last book in the Kane Chronicles. It was pretty good. It was, I mean, it's not one of my favourite book series, but it's alright. It's an alright series. It's a good read. Ending's pretty decent. It's clever. Bess is amazing. I love Bess. He's so funny. But that's an alright book. Alright series. Not as good as Percy Jackson, but it's alright. Oblivion, another book that came out that was pretty good. The Final Power of 5 book. Anthony Horowitz, after making us wait a year for each book, decided to make us wait 3 years for Oblivion, which was very nice and thoughtful of him. Thanks, Anthony. I'm going to kill you. It was an alright ending. Wasn't as good as I expected it to be, but it was good. It was kind of predictable, but only predictable right before it happened. It was alright, yeah. Now, on to the 3 best books of 2012. I can only just decide which one's best. They are all absolutely amazing. But as I said, I'll go in order from worst to best. The very last Artemis Fowl book. Artemis Fowl and the Last Guardian. I have grown up reading this. Owen Colfer released the last book this year. It is genius. Atlantis Complex, the book before, was rubbish, added nothing to the storyline. This one is amazing, and the ending, I was crying reading it. It's so sad, but happy, but evil, and I love it. Oh, and the Gnomish as well. Even the Gnomish at the bottom. How could you do that, Owen Colfer? Seriously, just, what? Oh, I love books. This is such a good book. The 7th Skulduggery Pleasant book, Kingdom of the Wicked, came out in 2012. Amazing! Absolutely brilliant. The ending... What? There is only one ending that can top that in terms of cliffhangers, and I'll get to that. And these books are absolutely hilarious. If you haven't read them, go to the library or bookstore and buy the first 3 and read them. And then, because it only starts getting good around the 3rd book, and at the 3rd book, it gets hilarious. And this is just, the sparrow flies south for the winter. It just works. And he bought her a stick. And I ship Garslith, even though she's got a remnant, and because she still likes him, and oh, it's so sweet. It's like my 2nd biggest OTP. I love this book. That is my reaction to the not the best books released of the year. I think you all know what book is coming next. Mark of Athena by Rick Riordan. The latest book in the Heroes of Olympus series. This book is one of the best, it is the best book I have ever read. The characters are brilliant. The bromance between Percy and Jason is absolutely hilarious. Like, they diss Octavian and fist bump, and Annabeth knows there's a bromance, and it's just so funny. It's absolutely brilliant. And Leo and Echo are the second sweet. No, yeah, Leo and Echo are so sweet. Oh my goodness, they're so and then you read it, and you're brilliant, and it's brilliant, and then you get to page 564. Everyone knows what happens there. Page 564 is where Annabeth has the silk around her leg, and that's when it starts. And 2 pages on from that, the chapter ends. And 2 pages on from that, every demigod reading these books was sobbing their heart out. I know it. This is the biggest cliffhanger in any book ever. This has caused everyone on Tumblr and Facebook and YouTube and Twitter and everywhere to want to mob Rick Riordan's house to get the next book. And I'm not joking. This is the best book I have ever read. Other things that have come out in 2012. The second series of Sherlock. We waited 1.5 years for it, and now we want to kill Stephen Moffat even more. And then there was Doctor Who, which was brilliant. Series 6 was terrible. It was just river, and they focused so much on the story arc over the whole series. They didn't focus enough on each individual episode, so each individual episode ended up being really, really crap. Except for Impossible Astronaut, Day of the Moon, God Complex, and Wedding of River Song. And then Series 7 comes along and blows Series 6 out of the water. First episode, Asylum of the Daleks, brilliant. Oswin was brilliant, and the plot twist at the end, amazing, and it worked, and that was great. And then Dinosaurs on a Spaceship was cheesy, but so cheesy that it actually worked. Town Called Mercy was great, other than the fact the Doctor picked up a gun. It had a great storyline, and it was kind of predictable, but it was really good. I don't know what about it was specifically good, but it was good. Like X-Men 2, you can't pinpoint why it was good, it just was good. Power of 3, brilliant build-up, crap ending. That was the big letdown of the series. Episode 5, oh no, Amy and Rory, such a sad ending. And 3 times in one episode, that's a record, even for Rory. And then the Christmas special, The Snowmen, it was amazing. I said more about that in the other video, it was brilliant. And then what else is there? Oh yeah, there was the last ever series of this. Damn you, BBC. Damn you to hell. Right, I'm cutting the video in 2 because it's getting too long. Thanks for watching part 1. I hope you enjoyed part 1. Watch part 2, 2013. It will be uploaded same time as this. It's what to look forward to. See you then.